Hello there.
I am the king!
What's up, Headless Horde? Welcome back. Big, huge news. San Diego Comic-Con, Downtown Hotel. This Wednesday, they just dropped it. I couldn't get the lights on. I was like, let's go live. Let's do this. I'm going to walk through this entire thing with you guys. We're going to make sure everyone understands exactly what you're doing because it can be stressful. And if you've never done it before, it can, it can, it's not that it's hard. It's just that, you know, again, it's stressful because you want to do it quick. Faster, the better. I'm pumped about this. I'm so glad it's this week. I'm on spring break. So I'll be all set up. Usually it's around noon. I'm going to pull up the website here in a moment and we're going to see all the details. So I'll tell you what, so I've been to San Diego Comic-Con now about, what is this, my 6th time going? And just once I was not downtown, and the entire experience is much better when you're downtown. I'm just gonna be completely honest. And I know that the prices are a little bit higher. I saw some people complaining about the prices. Listen, dude, this is just the reality of this world. Like a hotel at $300, it's like that's typical. I just came back from Lexington Comic-Con. The prices down there, $400 a night. It was $400. Now, luckily, I had points, so it was okay, for me at least. But this is the reality. So $300 to go to San Diego Comic-Con for each day, it really isn't that bad. If you want to stay cheaper, then stay outside. You probably already could have gotten your hotel. So we're gonna go through this. I'm gonna answer as many questions as I can tonight. I was not expecting to do this. I was actually in the middle of making a video, and I saw the news, and I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and do this because this is huge. What's going on, everybody in the chat? Anthony Blaze is in the house. What's up, Johnny Funko? Yeah, Papa Missouri, my first Patreon. Love it, bro. Thank you. I did drop that video in there too. I don't know if you saw that, the unedited version. That's actually the video I'm making right now is explaining what we're doing. Xavier, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Let's see. Cobalt, what's going on? So yeah, these hotel good deals. So it's cheaper than trying to find a hotel that is not on the list. So let me give you a perfect example. If I don't get a hotel from this, what I'm going to end up doing is going to one of maybe 3 other hotels that San Diego Comic-Con does not like associate themselves with. One of them being one of the Pineapple properties. I think it's Hotel Z. So one year when we did not get it through the actual hotel apocalypse, whatever you want to call it, I ended up paying almost $600 a night. So it's double the price. And now I know I've seen them. Like if you go on their website right now, I bet you they are probably trying to sell those hotel rooms for probably over $800. It's insane. And people will pay it. They just will, because the experience of being downtown is much better than being way outside and spending all your time on shuttles. So the good deals, it really depends. When you go to San Diego Comic-Con, you gotta expect to spend money. Xavier says, are the odds better in your favor if you select hotels 1 or 2 miles away from the? I mean, yeah, obviously, yeah, you probably will get it. So here's what I recommend. If you want to make sure you're not like too far away, you're gonna have to kind of go through the list and see what you're wanting to pay. Number one. Number two, try to find the hotels that have the most rooms available. Now on the list that I'm gonna pull up, I don't think they have that. So you kind of got to do a little bit of research. And also don't forget too, all of the hotel, it's not like every single room is going to be available. There's going to be press probably in some of these hotels. Celebrities, like for example, Hard Rock. I personally don't even bother. Like number one, I heard it's kind of a mess just because of the fact there's celebrities there. So they're always closing down elevators. They're always closing down certain exits and entrances. So Hard Rock is its own disaster. Last year we stayed at Omni. The rooms are not awesome. It's fine. They're a little bit smaller, but you can't really beat the location and how often you in the room, right? I sleep outside sometimes. So it really depends upon what you want. I guess my recommendation there, Xavier, would be if you maybe go with 2 or 3 that are a little closer, and then the 4 and 5 choices make them a little further. For example, Weston. And Weston isn't even a mile, a mile away. It's like about 0.6 of a mile. So what you can do there is you can just put that in as maybe your 4th or 5th choice. So when you go in, you put all that in. If you get skipped in the first 3, then you at least have Weston as a choice. So it just kind of depends. I'm going to go through the entire thing, and I'm going to show you exactly how this is going to work on Wednesday. What's going on, Baby Ice? How are you doing? Christina Payne in the house. Don't forget to smash that like button. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this up now. And let's see. Let me make sure I pull up the right screen because I have 2 of them pulled up. So this, I already clicked it. This is on the actual San Diego Comic-Con website. So you can actually, you can almost follow along if you want to try it. So, that's the wrong thing. There we go. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to kind of go through this. I'm actually going to drop. Let me see. This will make it a little bigger for you guys. There we go. All right. So for all the details on Early Bird, so that's what they released. Back in what I think was like November or December. So these are your hotels that are going to be further away. So the issue is you can't book one of these and then cancel. And that's why it's Early Bird, because you're saving money, but you're not able to cancel it. So that's why I always say when this hotel sale drops, you better be sure that's where you want to stay, because once this sale comes up now, you're not going to be able to change because they're going to charge you. So right here, Comic-Con 2023 General Hotel Reservation Sale opens Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific. So that is going to be it's 11 a.m. Central, and that is going to be noon for the East Coast. And that will be there for me. And I may even go live on this day. We'll see. It's real stressful though. But So click here to download the Comic-Con 2023 hotel list. Now, this they actually released a couple days ago. So let's see. So here's the list that they actually have. So let me see if I can make this larger. All right. So let's talk about this. So this is what it's going to look like, right? And the blue, that's your airport area. If you can see right here, it says miles away in the shuttle time. So, right here, you're 5 miles away. You're 4.5, almost 4 miles away. If you put one of these in, your chances are you're going to get it. Okay. And you can see these are the shuttle times as well. That's how long it takes. I don't know. 17 minutes, there's traffic. I would say add another 10 minutes to each of these, honestly. I mean, they're pretty good, but like there's so much traffic in San Diego at this time of year. So, I mean, I would at least add 5 minutes to those. So again, if you don't care about taking the shuttle back and forth, go for it. You're going to get it. And you can see like the prices of the rooms, this is $231, and actually it's upwards of $351 for being that far away. But you're getting a suite, that kind of stuff. This is club level. So the prices are a little higher. Coronado is again, it's a little further away. You can see 3.6 miles, 5.3. There's no shuttle. So, if you are going to, if you're going to get one of these, you better have a car because there's no shuttle available, or you're going to be spending a ton of money on taxis or Uber or Lyft or whatnot. So then the green, this is what everyone's going for, right? This is downtown. So look at where the ranges are. So Andes is about a half a mile. Here's your Best Western, about 1.2 miles. So again, look at the distance. This is how you're going to determine where, the chances you have. The further away it is, the better chance you have. Here's the DoubleTree. That's 1.5 miles away. And it looks like they do have a shuttle, which is a 17-minute drive. Like right here, this is a shuttle's available. This one, there's no shuttle at the courtyard because look, you're only a third of the mile away. So typically when it says no shuttle, you're closer. But if you look at Embassy Suites, there's no shuttle, but you're over a mile away. And what a mile, we're talking like what, a 15 to 20 minute walk. So again, it just really depends on how close you want to be. But even this price for being over a mile away, we're talking is $341 a night. But this is going to be easier to get than something like, for example, here's your Hard Rock, and you can see right now the Hard Rock is at 400, and this is much higher than usual. It's usually not that much, but that is a suite. So you're probably talking about having 4 people in this room. So, if you're going with a group of 4 and you want to go for it, you're looking at $100 each a night. So, which isn't terrible. Here's a studio room. I would imagine be for 2 people. So 332. But again, you're literally across the street. Same thing with the Hilton San Diego Bayfront. You're right around the corner. So 328. Again, so I just don't think the price. I mean, I just don't think the prices are as bad as people want to make them out to be. When I go to cons, this is typical. Like this is not like way higher than what other cons are. Like I said, at Lexington it was $400. When I went to when I went to, I think it was GalaxyCon last March, so back in 2022, that hotel we were paying over $300 a night. So this isn't really not any different. Like I said, if you want to compare, go look at Hotel Z. Hotel Z, I guarantee you, it is probably between $600 and $1,000 a night. I guarantee it. If it's less than 600, then go for it. If you don't get one of these, I mean, I've done it before. It's over, with fees and taxes and everything else. Hotel Z ended up being like close to $3,000 when we did it for 5 nights, and that was probably 2000. It was either I think it was 2017 or 18. We did that. But like I said, we've gotten hotels through this every year since, knock on wood. I'm gonna go take a look at the chat really quick here, guys. What's up, Arcade? How you doing, brother? Donald Lomax, yo. Donald, I'm probably gonna do a live maybe this Saturday talking about all this SDCC. So if you want to hop on, dude, just let me know. Can you take the ferry over? I mean, you can. You're gonna have to get the dry land, right? So I don't know. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Exactly. 2 nights, $712, and that probably was off. But that might have been without fees. Yeah, we'll probably do something Saturday morning, and kind of revisit some of this, and we'll talk about all the news and stuff. I was kind of waiting for this to break. I kind of thought it was coming, because that's why I was getting ready to schedule that live on Saturday, Donald. So yeah, we'll definitely hook up for that. All right, so what we're gonna do, so again, it's just a huge list of hotels. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back, and I'm gonna go through and act like we're actually doing this thing. So we're going to pop back to this page. So placing your requests. Okay. So there's a waiting room. All right. Now, here's the little hint I'm going to give you guys. You can open this up on more than one device. So you can open, and I believe just like the hotel, or not the hotel, but the actual ticket sales for the con, you can open it up in multiple browsers. Okay. So for example, if you have, let's say you're on the Mac, you can open up Chrome, open up Safari, open up Firefox, maybe use 3 browsers. And then, on the phone, phone's a little trickier for me, but you can probably still do it. Worst case scenario, you get this on your phone, but you can open this up on your phone as well. Again, open it up on different browsers. So I have Firefox, Chrome, and Safari on both of my devices. So that's 6 browsers right there. And I'll end up getting I'll get another laptop as well from probably my neighbor or something. So I'll have this up on 9 different browsers. Or 9 different windows. You just can't open up it on the same browser. So you can't open up separate tabs. So like right now I'm on Chrome, so I can't open up like 6 or 7 Chrome tabs, because it's going to count that as the same, whatever, not the same IP, but the same, I don't know, however they track it, I can't remember what it's called, but so the more options, the better for you, like in the past, I think I pretty much are usually around 8 or 9. And like I said, the last couple of years, I've had kind of no problem getting at least something. Do I get number 1? No, not really. It's hard to get that number 1, all right, so we're going to go ahead and jump through this and try to see what it looks like. And this is exactly what it'll look like on Wednesday. So we're going to click here. We'll share this tab. And again, this is exactly what it's going to look like. Okay, so this is just an example. So you're going to click here to start a request. Again, it's non-refundable. And you do have to put a down payment on it. So again, this is like the sample form, and you can see right here, this is how they list it. So it's basically going to be the airport section first. So for me, I'm going to skip it. Okay. And actually, if this is accurate up here, I would just click downtown, and then it's going to sort it by downtown. Now I travel with my puppies, so I'm looking for the little dog. So right there, I'm already out on the Best Western. I'm going to be out on like the Courtyard, because a lot of these are not dog friendly. But you'll see as we go down, there are quite a few. So the Hilton San Diego, and the Gas Lamp is Hotel Indigo. So that's kind of where we start when we're looking at this. Let's see here. All right, Lady Stoneheart is in the house too, to come say hi, and we'll be doing this on we'll be breaking this stuff down more on Saturday as well. All right, guys. So what we're going to do is again, so you kind of sort how you want it. Then what's going to happen is I'm going to skip to the form now, because this is just an example form. Now we're going to skip to the actual form. You're going to type in all your information. You're going to select the number of rooms needed. So 1. You're going to type in the type of room. Okay. And I'm just going to put, we always go for, let's see, double bed.
Double 2 people.
Yeah. So most of the hotels are king. And if we actually, I think I already got rid of that page though. Because they do tell you in the example, if you look at the actual hotel list, it tells you if it doesn't tell you it's not a king, typically it's going to be a king. If it will tell you if it's a queen bed. So basically, you have to do that, and then you have to put your arrival dates on. So we're going to be arriving on Wednesday for preview night, and we're actually leaving on Sunday because we are going to Vegas. And we have a concert that night. So I might be at the con for like an hour or 2 in the morning, but that's about it. And again, a lot of them will have 4 days. So, that's Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and then we leave Sunday. And a lot of the hotels will do that. Type in your names, hotel room type preference. Oh, so this is new. This is new.
I'll click on it.
Because if you look at it, it says you can select up to 12 hotel and room options. So 12. All right. So I'm actually going to pull up my list because I actually have a list that we've kind of been constructing because we knew this was coming and we wanted to try to grab a hotel maybe we have never had before. And this hotel is very hard to get. So sometimes it's not really worth it. But if you can put 12 on here now, it might be worth it. Because I know in the past it's only been 6 because I only have 6 on my list. So first one on my list is the Manchester Grand Hyatt, which is literally right next door to the convention center. You don't even have to cross the street. It's one that we put on the list every year. We never get it. It's a bigger hotel, but I think that they do hold a lot of those rooms. Let's see.
I just typed it in.
Manchester Grand Hyatt. So then you have 2 options. You have I want to make sure they can see this on the stream. I just want to make sure you guys can see what I see right now. I feel like I just want to make sure you guys can see this. So chat, let me know. Do you? Because I want to make sure you guys can see this. Do you guys see? When I pull up the list of rooms? Because I can't tell. It doesn't look like they can see it. Because I'm looking on the channel. I just want to make sure you guys can see the list when the drop down box. Do you guys see that?
I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it popping.
No, you can't see it.
I don't see it popping up.
There's a screen inside.
All right, so
I think after you click them, you might be able to.
Yeah, but I want to show them what it looks like. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to redo this sharing thing to make sure you guys can see it. Give me one moment. And I'm going to fix this. So I'm going to have to do the entire screen. Okay. And then we're going to go here.
Mm-hmm.
And now when I pull this down, you can see it, right? Yeah. All right, perfect. There we go. All right, so here's the list, right? So the best thing to do is create a top 12 because it looks like they're going to let us do 12 this year. It's always been 6. So this will give you a little more options. So like I said, the first one that we're going to do here is the Manchester. So I guess what you can do here to get to it, to access it quicker, is just click the M and that'll take you right down to the one you're looking for. So we have that as a king bed. And then so you can see right here is my first choice right there, highlighted, kind of, sort of, in a way. You can kind of see it. I don't know, it's highlighting this whole thing, but it's right here. If you make a mistake, you can hit remove. All right, next thing we're going to do is go ahead and select another. So the next one on my list, what was it? Pull up on the phone because you have it up there. So Hilton gas lamp. So I'm gonna type in H, and then that takes me to the Hilton, and then the gas lamp is. So why didn't it do that? Interesting.
Go down.
So it's taking me to the first
There it
H.
is.
So
Yeah.
on okay, so the H is not going to work because it's going to take you up here.
It's okay. Just keep going
So
down.
it's Hilton gas lamp is right here.
Nope.
And
Keep going down. There, you passed it.
so Hilton gas lamp quarter, right?
Mhm.
All right, so one king bed. All right, we're clicking that guy. So you can see I'm putting this in order. So it's Manchester's on top. My second choice is Hilton. My third choice then is Omni.
Just press O.
Yeah, well here, let's try it. We'll try push O. So that comes right up, Omni.
Nope, wrong one.
And I did do the wrong one. You can see right here, Omni San Diego, 2 double beds. So I'll remove it and we'll redo it. Now, here's the other thing you guys need to understand with this. It can be wonky, right? I mean, you can kind of see this is why you practice. I recommend practicing it until you get it down like that.
Don't you do this form beforehand or no?
No. So what you have to do is the quicker you submit this form, the quicker you get in. So it's not necessarily when you pull this up, it's not like you can have all the time in the world. Your spot is actually when you submit this form. So the quicker you can do this, the better.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you only need one selection. So if you,
Yep.
those people will be a little quicker.
Some people, that's exactly right. Some people will literally go put one hotel in, boom, I'm done. And then because they did it so quick, so do you need to put all 12 in? I don't know. It depends. I probably won't put 12 in. I'll probably put 7 or 8. But yeah, it's exactly right. If you want, let's say you want to stay at the Hard Rock. Let's just say Hard Rock, you want to stay, you want to have the opportunity to see celebrities, maybe you get an autograph, do whatever. Then you come in, boom, Hard Rock, go through the rest of it, send. Unfortunately, then if what happens is if you don't get Hard Rock, then you're kind of screwed. But I'm going to keep going here, just kind of play around. And what's the next one on the list? So Margaritaville is a new hotel, and that used to be the, I believe, Hotel Solomar. So it is now called Margaritaville. So you can see we have Margaritaville, 1 king, 2 queens. You can do both. You can do one of them. So I'll do that. And then what's another one on there? Indigo. So I think it's gonna be under H. I don't think I is gonna work. So we're looking for Hotel Indigo right there. 1 king bed.
Yep.
See, then they also have Hotel Indigo. See, here, this is where you gotta be careful. This is why it's worth practicing, guys. It says Hotel Indigo, gas lamp, 4 or more nights. You get a small discount if you stay the 4 nights. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on that one first, then I'm gonna revisit it, and I'm gonna do the regular rate. And that way you get 2 choices there.
And it's better to have the 4 more because less people are going to pick that one.
Yeah, you would hope that, if someone's going for 2 days, they're probably not going to pick it. So that's probably a better option. And Hotel Indigo is a nice hotel. We've stayed there before.
Andes.
All right, so Andes is next. So if I type A, it comes right up. So there's your Andes. And I think I have 1 or 2 left on there. So Westin. Again, Westin, I think, is always a good one. It's over by Balboa Theater where Conan O'Brien used to do his shows.
That's not it.
Yeah, so I made a mistake. Again, this is why it's worth practicing. Because you can see, the Westin is probably going to be down here then. So gas lamp right here. So that's 8 out of 12. So
Kimpton.
So Kimpton. And it's now called Kimpton Alma. It's formerly Palomar. It's a little further down. See, I don't know if I like typing that in. I think it's too.
But it takes you right to it. You just keep on scrolling.
Well, if I hit K. All right. So what you can do is hit the letter, hit enter. Don't mess with the mouse. Obviously, so which one didn't come up for us right away? It was Hilton and Hotel Indigo. So again, these are the little notes you want to do because again, you want to be as quick as possible. And then we'll just fill this out for the rest of it and just so you can kind of see. I don't even know what the other options are, but you definitely should know like what hotels you're going for. I mean, at this point, I'm not even really sure what else would be dog friendly, but I know Residence Inn Gaslamp is. See here, you can see right here. I'm Residence Inn Gaslamp. They only have queen beds. So if you don't want a queen bed, then then you wouldn't pick it. So I'll just add that as my 10th. So I'm probably gonna put 9 in, like I did. Residence Inn is always a good backup because it is a little further away. Next part of the form is if none of my preferred hotel choices are available, book me at any hotel. You can click that. If none of them are available, book me at any hotel that is on the shuttle route, regardless of rate or location. So this is the choice you need to make. So if you don't get one of these, if you absolutely still want to get a room, these are the two options you're going to check. The next one says book me at a hotel with the lowest available rate, regardless of location and shuttle availability. So again, if you want to just get a cheap room just to get it because you missed all these, then click it. If these are the only ones you want, then you click the bottom, which says, if none of my preferred hotel choices are available, disregard my request completely.
Do they talk about the dog stuff on the top? Is there a place? Because if they randomly pick a room that's not dog friendly, that wouldn't be good.
Yeah, so that's honestly, usually what I'll do is I will click I just click don't worry about it. Now there are other ones that we could use, but that is the problem. Here's the other thing, okay? And then the next option is email me when the general sale goes live. So when the general sale goes live, that means any hotel rooms that were not taken through this, they will go live, okay? And then if you need ADA, you record an ADA room, please notify OnPeak after you receive your hotel reservations because they will make sure you get one of those rooms. You need to check all 6 of these boxes. There's a fee. There's a 3% fee for each hotel deposit that you cannot get refunded. You're providing a deposit equal to 2 nights. So here's the thing with this. You can cancel these rooms, okay? But you got to understand that you are getting charged 3%. So it's probably 3% of what you're putting down. So if you're putting down $600, you're going to lose out on what, $12 or something, $600. So is that 3, 6, 9, $18, $18 to $20, somewhere in that range. But at least you have the option to cancel. So if you decide you want them to choose a room for you just to get something, and you decide that you don't want it, you're spending $18 or $20 or whatever 3% is of the down payment. So, it's probably worth it. If not, then you're going to have to go try to find one of those hotels that are going to be charging $500, $600, $700, $800. Now let me check the chat and see if you guys have questions. I want to make sure I answer them. Let's see. Hey, X-Man, how you doing, man? I don't see any questions in the chat. So the next thing we want to talk about is this. If you cancel or other people cancel, when that general sale goes up, there is a chance that you can get one of these hotels that you want. Okay. So what ends up happening here is they will release them. And as the next, basically 3 months, because that's about what we have is 3 months, I check it every single morning. I check it every single evening. I check it as often as I can because last year or 2 years ago, let's see. I'm trying to think. So San Diego Comic-Con was canceled for 2 years. So this would have been back in 2000. I don't even know. 2020. Geez, I don't even know. 20 and 21. So it had to be 19, I guess. Because 2020 and 2021, there was no San Diego Comic-Con. So this had to be 19. So back in 2019, I had booked the Hotel Z because I think it was the second year in a row. So 2018 is when we actually booked that hotel. We booked it and I was able to cancel. So now they actually charge you a fee if you cancel. The way around that is if you go to booking.com and go through them, usually they don't charge you a cancellation fee. So that's what I ended up doing in 2019. Then I kept checking the reservations, and I believe that year, that's when we got Andes, right? In 2019.
I think so.
Yeah. So I saw Andes pop up on their general sale after like a month and a half, and we grabbed it. So I was able to cancel Hotel Z and grab it this for the same price as, you know, the whatever $299 or whatever it was. So even if you don't get something you want, you always have the opportunity to kind of check, just keep checking the website, just keep it on your phone, refresh, and there's always an opportunity maybe to get something. But yeah, I mean, that's basically it. And then you're going to be, you're submitting one form for all your rooms, and yeah, there'll be like a submit button at the end. So that's basically it, though. So this is how you run it. Again, the best thing to do is to have your list in front of you, you know, play around with the practice, you know, again, using the hotkeys. You just press the letter that begins with the hotel. If it pops right up, hit enter, and then do the next one. And just know that like Hilton, basically, it seemed like the H's were the tricky ones because there's a lot. So if I hit C, it goes right to the courtyard. So it's not going to drop you down to these courtyards. I see it won't do it. Yeah. She's trying to do like the first two letters. It doesn't do it. So you have to realize anything probably here. So if you're typing in a C, an H, an S, so CHS. So I'm going to write that down. CHS. So CHS. That is not going to take you down to the other hotels, whereas the other ones probably will. But again, it's going to be whatever is first on the list. So for example, if I type an E, it's going to take me down to Embassy Suites. So you can go right there. If I type in an F, it's going to be 4 points. Hard Rock is not going to come up with an H because it goes back up to Hilton. So again, it kind of takes a little practice. So I'm going to do it real quick. I'm going to do M. There's Manchester Grand Hyatt. So that literally comes up right. So with Manchester, I can type in the M and hit enter. So Manchester, enter. Because again, the object here is you want to go as fast as possible. So if I head back up to the top, and then our second choice was what? I can't remember. Is it Hilton? I think that was the Hilton, right?
Look on the screen.
So that one, I can't do that. So let's see. O for Omni. So Omni comes right up. You know, like I said, it's up to you how many hotels you want to put in. You know, I mean, I have 10
That's
here.
question. I'm pretty sure, yes, you can.
Let me jump back over here. I can drop this down for a minute. Let's see. So once On Peak releases rooms after the hotel apocalypse is over, can you grab a room that only allow 2 guests, but you have 3 people staying? So listen, dude, like you can, like, okay, how first off, they're not going to know unless you say something. They're not going to know. You know, if you have somebody, you know, if you grab a room, let's say you grab a room with a king bed and there's no pull-out couch, they sleeping on the floor. I mean, yeah, they could. They're not going to know unless you tell them. These hotels are so crazy busy. They're not going to know. So all you do is you just make sure that person or maybe just one person go check in and you get the extra key. And then what you can always do is like when you guys go off for the first night or something, have somebody different go and say, I can't find the key. Can I just get an extra key for this room? Or the same person who checked in even say, I'm not sure where we put it. Can I just grab another key? They're not really going to question it. Again, they're so busy. So it's kind of like how you want to do it. You know, especially at the larger hotels, they're not going to know. And if they do find out, usually they charge you between $20 and $40 a night for the person. So, and I'm trying to think, do they even, yeah, because it's usually more, if there's not a pullout, they will charge you if they find out, but they're not going to find out. I think you're all right, man. I really do. Let me see, pull this back up. So again, the best thing to do is take this, and I'll put these links in the description after this video. You know, after we're done here, I'll put all this in there so you have it. You know, like here's the ones on Coronado, and you're getting charged resort fees because they're more like a resort. Again, these are pretty far away. But again, this sheet, make it your best friend. Again, I'll link this too. I can actually link it right here if you guys want. And just, you can literally just print it. And that way you have it right in front of you. So there's that document there. So make this your best friend. Make sure you know exactly what you're doing. You know, again, so I'm always looking for the pets. If you're interested in like a breakfast thing where it's included, you know, it's on the far end here. So you can see like at the Residence Inn, which again, it's, you know, it's 2 miles.
Well, that's a different one. That's not the gas lamp.
You're right. That is so gas lamp. Where is it at? Residence Inn.
Gas lamp is only 0.3 of a mile.
There it is. It's this one, right?
Mm-hmm. That has a full breakfast too.
Well, is that the one? I thought there was another one that's a little further away.
Well, that's the gas. Well,
here's another Residence Inn.
Well, yeah, but that's far.
Okay. So this is the one that's actually in the corner. It's really interesting that they all have queen beds. That's exactly why it's highlighted in red. Yeah. Again, you know, I'm just kind of looking at the prices. I don't think that they really are higher. Let me find Omni really quick. Where's Omni at? So Omni's 305. I want to say last year it was like 295. So maybe they bumped it up. And then you can see here.
Well, there's more fees too, because they said in the notes that they're charging $10 a day fee for the shuttle and convention center to help defray the costs for the convention, and then they're charging 3% on top of that. So I think there's just more fees this year.
Yeah, I see.
Probably because of the years that they couldn't hold it. They're trying to help out.
So this is interesting. It says 1 adult, 1 bed. Rate starts at this. 1 adult, 2 beds. 2 beds not guaranteed.
Well, that's why you always just do the king. Like you do the king if you're going to share a bed. If you need to, you do the queens. You do the 2 beds. You just do that.
So this rate is for what then? I guess I'm confused on this. What does this mean? 2 beds not guaranteed. 1 adult, 2 beds. 2 beds not guaranteed rate.
Maybe they mean, I don't know. Maybe they mean I don't know. That's strange.
That's interesting. I don't understand what that means. Because typically I thought this was like, see, I thought the way they did it was this was always like the column for, I have to go back and look at my other video now. I always thought this was like the rate that was like for the discount if you go 4 nights or more. And then this was the rate for the hotels that lets you stay for less than 4.
I mean, some of them aren't any difference at all. Some of them are $20. Some of them are the exact same price if you look. So I think when you go in there, you just pick your bed type and go from there.
Or you know what this might be? Because this is the rate for 1 adult, 1 bed. Okay, so this is basically, it's so weird it says 1 adult, you know, because I mean obviously you can stay with 2. So I think this is if you're going for just 1 single bed, this is your double bed. If you want 2, they're just saying that it's not guaranteed. They're saying that even though you pick this,
I know it depends what hotel, because if you go down to the ones, if you scroll down, it depends which one. If they say there's 2 double beds, then obviously it's guaranteed. It just depends how it's listed. Some are guaranteed.
So if you need 2 beds,
the Embassy Suites is good.
Yeah, for some reason, some of them do charge a little bit more for the double bed. But I guess they're just saying it's probably just, you know, it's probably that fine print, right, where they have to do it, right, because I'm sure people have
2 double beds and
yeah. So like they have it broken down where you actually, there's your single, there's your double. So I just think that they're saying just in case you have.
I know most people would want two beds,
right?
Because they're usually people are sharing a room.
Correct. So I think that's just a way for them to say this is the fine print. Yes, you can try to go for 2 beds, but you're not always guaranteed. So I don't know. I've never really heard anyone like complaining about like not getting it. I don't know. Like this one, Moxie, San Diego. I actually, that's one hotel I've never really heard of. It's 1 queen bed only, so they don't even have the option for doubles. So if you need a double bed, this would just be completely crossed off your list. Like I said, like right here, there's none available here at all.
I just heard a lot of people
Same
say don't do Airbnb, don't do Vrbo, because a lot of those people, you'll book it early and get a good price, and then the people that are putting them out there will cancel on you and then sell it for a higher price. So at least for the hotels, if you get a hotel, it's guaranteed and it's locked in.
Yeah, I've heard the same. Just it's the chance you take, with that kind of stuff. Mission Valley, I think we stayed there the very first year. Wasn't that where we stayed? I want to say it was
I don't know. That's pretty far.
It was far because we
maybe
had
the Sheraton, because that's dog friendly. So probably the Sheraton.
I bet you it was this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think the first year we really didn't know what was going on. It's a very nice hotel. We got we got the ocean view and everything. But like you said, it's 5 miles away. So you were on that shuttle for 33 minutes, back and forth, back and forth. But again, look at your price.
But the shuttle times, you were talking about shuttle times those shuttle times are exact because the shuttles don't wait for people. They leave right on time. Yeah,
they're pretty good. I mean, I said maybe add 5 minutes if you're really calculating, but it's close. It just, depends on the traffic by the convention center.
And they have the trains. They have the trains too. So there's a lot of choices for transportation.
Yeah. And then obviously, Shelter Island, you could get one of these. That's the thing. Like if you want to absolutely guarantee yourself a hotel, toss one of these in like your very last spot, and you're probably going to get it. Because I know like even this one, I think it was this one. When we booked this, we booked it after the fact because we did not really have a clue what was going on. Because we were just like, how do you get a hotel? And a lot of first timers, it's so overwhelming, you have no clue. And we end up getting this after the fact. So if you want to guarantee something, go for it.
And they said that everything's going to be the sales on Wednesday, but by Monday they're going to confirm everyone, and then they'll start listing the extra rooms. And like Terry said, they just pop up. You have to keep on just looking because people start canceling, because right after people get their confirmations, they're canceling other rooms they might have booked, or other ones maybe in their party, because maybe in their party 3 people were trying, 1 person got a better room, 2 people got rooms, but they only want one of them, then they're going to cancel one of them.
And that's exactly what we did last year. I got in first. I logged in the first 6 I wanted, and then she got in, and basically we didn't do like the top 3. We did like the next 6 on our list, and we both got rooms. So she ended up canceling hers.
So those went back out.
So they went back out there for someone else. Yeah. Happens all the time. You just got to be ready to refresh. And just
that's why
keep
everybody,
looking.
Everybody in your party should be going on, and you got to go. One thing they said, you got to go on a unique name. You can't use the same name twice. You have to make sure you're on a unique name. So I can't use his ID and my ID. It just I use mine, he uses his, because if it's not unique, they'll just kick it out.
Yep. Yeah. So I mean, but that's basically it. And does anyone have any questions about anything? Hey, Kenneth, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, that's another thing you didn't bring up. The parking sale is usually a couple months beforehand.
Yeah, that already happened.
No, the parking. I thought they said the parking. There's another parking thing going on. Are you sure? Because I thought they wait for that until the hotels are set.
I thought the parking was first.
Oh, I thought they said the parking will be later. Because then if you can't get a hotel and you have to stay farther away,
let me see.
Because parking's outrageous if you park right down without a parking discount.
I could have sworn, and I know it's through Ace. Ace parking.
See, you could still go in the lottery.
Until no, this is
Oh,
June 20.
2022.
Wait, so this is maybe old then?
I think that's old. I think that's last year. See, I think the parking is later.
Let me see what it says. So that's last year's.
Yeah. See, I know. I'm pretty sure the parking is always
I remember.
closer because they have to wait till people figure out their hotel situation. I'm pretty sure they do parking late.
Let me see if I can find it on here. You know, the website is not great. Parking. You see it?
Just
Setting the
do a
show.
search. Go to the
Process,
search.
professionals, badges.
Here, go down. Here, down. Hotel.
That's all hotel stuff. And then it says here too, it says reservations may be canceled on or before May 1st. So you have about 2 weeks or so to, you know, you get a refund on the two, but you do, it's a non-returnable, a refundable service fee.
It's
That
3%.
3% we were talking about, right?
And then that's the $10 per night reimbursement to Comic-Con to defray shuttle costs. So they're adding that on too.
So I wonder if that is that.
Wait, here, go here. I think. Okay.
These are all hotels.
Go here. Just go to parking. There.
I'm wondering if that $10 extra, does that count for the hotels that don't offer shuttles?
No. Well, the hotel rates include that already.
Oh,
okay.
So
it's already in there.
So the hotel. So that's what maybe people are complaining about. That's why maybe it looks like $10 higher because it's already in there.
Go to parking.
So the rates you see is what you're paying, and then obviously there's tax on top of that. I'm trying to see the parking.
Let me see on my phone if I can find it.
I don't see anything. I thought I saw an email come off of that already, though. Anyways, she's gonna look for the parking. So if you have any questions about that, so Donald, I won't be downtown, but unfortunately, I have my son to be my personal driver. There you go. There you go. Again, like, you know, Donald too. Like, I mean, if you wanted to, I mean, I'm sure you could. I think, didn't you get a B&B? I think that's what you told me. I mean, you could always try it, and if you get it, then cancel the B&B. I just know that we've been there. This will be, I think, is this our 6th time going? 16, 17, 18, 19. So this is our 6th time going, and I just know that the experience is, it's just
this is what it's
much better than being too far away.
This is from the blog. They said they haven't announced parking yet. Last year they did parking May 16th.
Oh,
okay. They announced it, and then this year they don't know yet. So parking is always after the hotel because if you don't get a hotel, so parking, it's really good if you don't stay downtown and you're gonna drive. And the parking goes fast too. You have to do the same thing with parking because parking downtown is outrageous's expensive if you don't have prepaid parking. So that'll save a lot of money if you have to park downtown, because I think it is $50, $60 a day if you don't have your parking, if you have to go for just the daily, and it's not guaranteed then either.
This is a really good question. He wants to know, can you transfer the room that you wanted, but you didn't get? So for example, like if I got a room and you got a room and then you want to transfer it to someone else we know. I think there's a way. I feel like you are allowed to do this.
Yeah, I think they say that you're allowed to transfer. I know that you're allowed to transfer.
Yeah, I would say I'm 90% sure you can do that. Let me see if I can find anything else on that. I don't want to tell you wrong, but I feel like you can. Reservations a book based on room availability, bed type, blah, 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 hotel, charge a transient fee, responsibility. That's such a good question.
I'm pretty sure.
I think you can.
I'm looking.
Changes can be made by accessing your reservation online. Access your reservation via link. Changes are on a request basis and subject to that. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, there is a phone number they have. They don't really. Let's see. What if I don't like where I've been placed? If you don't like the hotel, you can decline it. You can cancel it. If you do not provide your deposit, yeah, they only give you like 48. I think it's 48 hours to pay for the deposit. I'm looking. It doesn't say anything in the policy. I could have swore you could transfer them though. So if we don't get that answer for you today, I'm going to look into it and see. You think it would be in the fine print, but either yes or no, right? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. We're trying to find it though. That's a really good question there. Yeah, Donald, I would say it's worth trying, dude. I mean, worst case, if you get a hotel and you don't like it, you spent $18. Or like I said, or maybe just throw in like your top 3 choices to kind of get it in there right away. But it might be worth it. I mean, I don't know what your B&B is costing you, but anyone have any other questions? I'm gonna make a short video on this as well, kind of cut down the wait time, with all the chatting and stuff. Though I'll probably make a quick video and I'll drop this just for the sake of being able to find it quickly, just to kind of go over how to actually select that hotel stuff. So if you need a refresher or whatever, and then here I'll grab the link for the sample form. It should work. So this would be taking you right there if you want to practice. If that doesn't work, let me know. I can give you the link before that. But yeah, I mean, again, just to kind of summarize, the first thing you want to do is make sure you go through each hotel, make sure you know what hotels you want to pick, and make sure you realize that there might be several different choices. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, it does make for a better con because you're not spending literally hours on a shuttle. And when you're, and the other thing you gotta be worried about too is a lot of the shuttles will stop around, I want to say midnight, maybe 1 a.m. So if you wanted to stay out later, downtown, if you're not on the shuttle by that time, then you're going to have to take a taxi or an Uber, which, they're not, I don't want to say that it's crazy expensive out there like that, but yeah, Saturday we'll be live. I'm going to get with Donald and see what time we want to do this. We'll be live Saturday, probably morning, kind of revisiting this and seeing how everyone did. Remember, this goes out Wednesday. And I think they said that you'll find out probably by April 17th, which is, I think, is that Sunday? Is that Sunday?
The what?
17th. I think that's Sunday or Monday. So it takes them about 5 days or so. And then you have 2 days to purchase. Yeah, I mean, I hope everyone gets what they want. It can be stressful, that's for sure. This, again, practice it using the form. Make sure that again, use those keys. That definitely is helpful on those hotels. Remember, C, H, and S are the 3 keys you really can't use because it goes right to the airport hotels. Hey, what's up, Snugster? How you doing, man? So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. If there's no questions, did you find anything?
I mean, from prior years, it looks like you're able to. You just have to call On Peak and figure it out with them.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking you probably just have to call On Peak. I mean, they're not going to care. All they care about is selling out the hotels, right? So let me see if I can find the number for you. I know I just saw it.
They said, I think the big thing with transfer is make sure you know the person well, so you get the money exchanged and the deposits and everything else. So I wouldn't transfer it to someone you don't know.
Correct. That's So because I think the money is already going to be taken out, and then you can transfer the hotel. So yeah, you only want to do it with somebody that you would.
I think we've learned that about San Diego Comic-Con tickets.
It's
from
all
this
good.
year.
It's all good. It worked out. We all got it.
worked
It's
out.
no big deal.
Great.
We got it. It's all good. We're a community. We've got to help each other. But no, I'm not going to help try to get a hotel for somebody else.
No.
Here is the phone number. So that would be the number if you're interested in trying to do the transfer. And I'm sure if you call that before, I'm sure they'll answer. I'm sure you can ask that question just to double check it. But it does sound like on Reddit that they're saying that you can transfer if you make a phone call. So, all right. So Saturday we'll be live. We'll talk about everything. We'll talk about some of the stuff that they've already announced. What are you doing?
I think this is.
So she's calling them.
This is another one. This is a good number too. So put this one up there.
It's the same number. It's just this is 1-800. That's just the that's the local number. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's another one to try. No.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, but I think on peak, I'm pretty sure that you can transfer it.
Okay.
I would just do it sooner than later. They probably have deadlines.
Yeah. And then I know, this channel has a lot to do with Funko. I know Funko Fun Days, that should be announced. They, in the past, it's been on April, in April. But, we're already a third of the way through. And I haven't heard anything on the message boards on Funko because I'm on the message boards. And that's how I got through last year for San Diego for preview night. I don't know who, if you have preview night and you are on the message board, keep track of that. If you're not on the message board, you have to be accepted, but you can't even have a chance at Fun Day tickets. You have to be on for 1 year. And I think there's a certain amount of posts you have to make. So this would be a good day to go try to do that on Funko Fanatics message board. I think you just do a search if you're not on it, but you do have to wait a year. You do have to be active. So what does that say?
Well, this was from last year. They said Funko Fun Days 2023 is going to be outside for the first time, bigger than ever before. More prizes, giveaways, bigger attendance.
So that's good news.
Good news, yeah. So they're going to have it outside. That was announced last.
That's
July.
right. That's right. They did announce that last July that they're moving Fun Days to a bigger location, and they're going to have it outside. Because in San Diego it doesnent rain,
not a lot.
So it's fantastic. At least not in the summer. So yeah, so I'll definitely keep that notification bell on. Follow me on Instagram as well. I can throw all my stuff down there.
And see, last year, the Fun Days was on June 21st.
That's when they went on sale.
And I don't think they announced it till June 17th. So they went on sale very late last year, not until June. I remember it was late.
But I also remember, I think that was due to COVID. I think they were definitely, I think they're definitely worried about COVID still. Where San Diego Comic-Con's already announced that you do not have to wear a mask already this year. It's optional. So they hopefully they move forward with that. And because we went to Fun Days, well, it wasn't called Fun Days, it was called Fright Night in New York Comic-Con.
Didn't we go with someone that we know on here?
Oh, I think somebody in the chat went with us actually. But yeah, so we went to Fright Night and it was good. I've heard a lot of people tell me though, like Fun Days is much better run. But again, I do think that Funko was strapped by the location where it was.
Well, because it was union. It was controlled by the union in New York, and they had to use their union workers instead of using their own people. So they had, oh yeah, that was you. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Donald Lomax was with us.
But they had to use their union workers, and that made it tough for them to get everything done they needed to get done because they couldn't have their own people get the things like the Funkos, even for the booth itself. They were really strapped in New York. The New York rules are a lot different than San Diego.
Yeah, it just because I've heard of Fun Days that they have tables. Like there were no tables. Like we were sitting on the floor. There was a huge stage.
We got in trouble for sitting on the stage.
Yeah, we got in trouble for sitting on the stage. And once everything started, it just was kind of chaos. And
no, it wasn't kind of chaos. It was chaos.
Yeah. They were just like literally throwing protos in the air. People were just grabbing them. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so So stay tuned for that. Hopefully, we'll get an announcement sooner rather than later. I can't believe it was June last year. That's crazy.
Well, yeah.
Because those tickets, like, I mean, literally all day long, I'm just on Twitter and Instagram waiting for their link, and then I still can't get them. It's just crazy. Like, you spend the whole day just sitting there, refresh, and but yeah, that will be coming up, and then we'll talk about some of the events that have been announced, some of the events in the past we've attended, how to maybe possibly get those. We've been lucky enough to go to the fandom party twice. One, we just got tickets. I think one was newer. And second one, I actually won a
What was that from?
like a drawing or something. I can't remember. It was just
Fandom?
Yeah,
Is it Fandom?
It was fandom. Yeah, I ended up winning.
Yeah, and actually they have a lot of good giveaways on Fandom. I gotta try to sign up for those things again. They give a lot of stuff away on there for Comic-Con.
Yeah, so follow fandom on Twitter. They're a little more active on Twitter than they are Instagram.
But even if you go to the fandom, there's like a big form to fill out with your likes and everything. But it's worth it because they have a lot of giveaways on Fandom.
Yeah. And Conan was not there last year, right?
No.
Yeah, so Conan wasn't there. So I know the one thing they did announce already was it was Jeff Goldblum is, I guess he has a band and he's gonna be playing at it's not the Balboa Theater, it's the other one.
I thought it was there.
Or is it Balboa? Maybe it is Balboa Theater.
It's just too early. There's too much to do there.
Yeah,
it's too early to buy tickets.
Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot going on that hasn't even been announced. And a lot of this stuff won't even be announced in June. Like for example, the Funko Pops and that. They might start releasing that stuff at the end of May, but usually it's like only a couple weeks. So like all the exclusives and stuff. I don't know what Hasbro's going to do. The last few cons, Hasbro's literally just brought QR codes and passed those out. I don't know, kind of lame, but it is what it is. Hopefully Lego has something. Lego had nothing last year as far as exclusives. Now that I'm actually into Lego, it'd be nice to get something. But yeah, so I don't know. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna make a quick little video again on that hotel thing. So if you need a refresher, it'll be there for you, so you don't have to sit here and scroll through this live again. Again, hit that like on the way out. One last little drop. I just started up my Patreon. My first Patreon was Pop in Missouri. There's 2 tiers. I can link that for you as well. What I'm actually in the video is actually currently working on. We're going to be reviewing the Clone Wars, and I'm making a list of the episodes that I think are most important to lead us into the Ahsoka series. But on YouTube, obviously not to get copyrighted, it has to be chopped. So what I'm doing on Patreon is if you don't have access to the Clone Wars and this is something you're interested in, the second tier, which I think is $5 a month, you can watch all the reaction videos, but you get the full episodes in Patreon. So I'll link that down below here before I get out of here. Again, it's also going to be linked in the description. And so take a look, see if you're interested in something like that. We also do monthly or every other month we'll be hanging out on like a Saturday or something. Just chilling, playing some Jackbox, Among Us, different kind of games with Patreons. So yeah, take a look at that. Like I said, I'll drop that link as soon as I get to it.
Did you get an email from Comic-Con? Because those went out today too.
Email for what?
The hotel. I got mine.
Oh, you mean just to like, yeah.
With the waiting room link.
Oh, the waiting. Oh, yeah. Okay. So the waiting room link is already out. Okay.
Yeah, they emailed those out to everybody already.
Okay, so the waiting room link should be, so you should have the you should already have the the links.
It went out at 4:30.
Yeah.
Eastern time.
Yeah, this is not working. What am I doing here? Oh man. I really need to get a document with all these links. There we go. All right. If there's no other questions, I think we're out of here. I'll be live too. I actually have a sweet video dropping tomorrow. It's a fun one. And then Thursday I'll be live breaking down Mando. And the first episode of Clone Wars will be up on Thursday as well. Again, it will be chopped up. And Patreon members, you guys get to see the whole thing. So you can literally watch every episode with us for like $5 a month. So anyways, take a look at it. Appreciate you guys. I just hit 750 subs. We did a live yesterday. It was a lot of fun too. Again, appreciate it. We are out, and we will see you guys in the next video. And like always, don't forget, keep those heads on, and have a good day, guys.